Yo, what's up guys, Metaphor here, and today's video is going to be my guide to getting Borealis. As you guys know, I got Interstellar as one of the first people in the world to get it, and now I'm also one of the first people in the world to get this camo as well, partially due to the fact that I had the guns leveled up from multiplayer. And we're going to be going over a lot of the things that are very annoying about this, and just general things where if I understood these things before starting the grind, it would have massively increased the amount of time it took for me to do this. And honestly, something like this is what's going to be the difference between somebody not getting this camo and somebody that will get it, because like I said, going into this whole zombies grind, one of the hardest things is just understanding what you need to do and how to actually tackle a lot of the tasks efficiently. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, it doesn't matter what gun you want to start on. Assuming that you guys have everything maxed out, I'm not going to go about leveling tactics because that's already been explained to the moon and back in terms of like you know, if you guys want to run like there's just a million things like the sentry gun stuff, grinding the gun normally in multiplayer, whatever it is you might want to do. But in terms of the loadout that I think you guys should be running, again, this stuff doesn't really matter. Obviously the guns are going to be different. You guys should just be running the perks and stuff that you can according to what you're doing. That stuff doesn't matter. But what does matter, in my opinion, is your field upgrade and tactical. You guys want to be running decoy grenades. These things are going to help you just immensely in the game. I'm not going to be showing very many gameplay tips or actual in-game stuff in this video. Most of this is just things that can be explained, and I think it'll be easier to digest that way and just a quicker video. I don't want to farm you guys by making a 20-minute video on this. It's just kind of pointless. So decoy grenade is the best thing that you can run in the entire game. It's basically a monkey bomb, but it doesn't kill anything, so it's very good. The monkey bombs are okay as well, but yeah, the decoy, you can't start with a monkey bomb, so you want to do decoy grenade. And you also get 3 of these, and you can hit these on ammo supplies. And for the field upgrade, I'm actually running Frenzied Guard. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say that I ran all of them. The only ones I ran were Energy Mine and Frenzied Guard. Frenzy Mine, or Energy Mine, was good because it gives you weapon XP. But the Frenzied Guard is really nice because a lot of times when you're trying to pull mimics out of infested strongholds, you kind of get stuck and you need to instantly put on armor. This will instantly juice your armor to full, and then it essentially gives you lifesteal after the fact. So I just ran this because you'll notice when you start playing this a lot, you'll notice that sometimes you just don't have plates or plates aren't picking up. Having an instant panic button to instantly full armor is very useful, and obviously if you energy mine, you might accidentally kill a boss or something like that. You don't want to kill a boss by accident. You could also use Aether Shroud, I guess, but the +3 on your plates is very useful, and if you time that with what you're doing in your fights, you can have very good results. For those of you guys wanting to see my stats, here you go. We finished in just under 2 days of in-game time. Now, if you guys don't have the guns maxed, it's going to take you a bit longer. If you do, you could probably do this quicker with the methods that I showcase in this video, especially the tip that I show you guys at the very end. It's unbelievable how efficient you can actually be with this, and you can tell, like, my first raid that I did in zombies, I had no idea what I was doing, so you can tell that it would take a lot longer than somebody who actually had all this information at their hands. Good luck on the camo grind for everybody watching, and leave a like and comment if you guys do enjoy. Alright, so we're just going to get this out of the way quickly. Gold is currently bugged. By the time this video goes up, it will not track most of the time. If you guys do every single challenge and then you try to do gold on top of it, it's most of the time not going to track. So what you're going to have to do, which is what I had to do, I think this happened like 22 or 24 of my weapons, I had to end up loading into another raid after I did every other challenge and then do the gold challenge by itself. So for those of you guys who don't know what the gold challenge is, you just have to get 100 kills and then extract, right? Super simple. Unfortunately, it doesn't like to count it, but what you can do, and as of right now, there's no way to fix this. Maybe if you're watching this in a month from now, they fixed it. But if you guys are watching this, you know, today, when the video goes up, or like in a week from now, it's probably not gonna be fixed. So this is what you got to do. So let's say you have the gold contract, or you have the gold camo ready to go and it's not working for you. Congratulations, the game sucks. But what you can do is you want to load into its own raid. You want to put on no camo. You want to put on no pack-a-punch, no tools. And what you're going to want to have to do is you're going to spawn in, run to an exfil. You're going to shoot 100 zombies. You're going to kill 100 zombies. You're not going to headshot them. You're not going to collateral them. You're going to get 100 individual zombie kills. You're going to make sure you don't drop it. You don't do any nukes. You don't throw any grenades. You don't do anything like that. Headshots and collaterals are messing this up a little bit. Like, let's say you get 100 kills, but you get 1 collateral. The game's going to think you only got 99 kills. That's the easiest way to explain it. Insta-kill is kind of scary as well. So if you feel like you are, you know, on the edge a little bit, usually it takes about 2 or 3 choppers to get the 100 kill mark. So this takes about like 10 minutes to do per gun. It's very simple. It's just unfortunately a little bit time consuming. You're gonna have to go into the game. You're gonna have to farm, and it's still not gonna work. I don't want you guys to be like, okay, this is gonna work every time. It still took my FAMAS 5 times to work. Also, another tip for the FAMAS specifically, guys, when you guys are doing the FAMAS, make sure it's in burst fire. I think if it's in single fire, it won't work. I don't know why. I don't think the 100 kills count if it's in single fire. The game that I switched it over to burst, it worked, but it took 5 games for it to work. Also, something that people are having issues with the FAMAS is this very weirdly named challenge. It's called the get 100 or like something kills using the platinum camo. Now, as we all know, that's not in the game, but what it actually means, and I know this is a little bit silly, it's the most unique challenge actually out of all the challenges, funnily enough. But you have to pack-a-punch the gun, and then it's multi-kill headshots. From my understanding, from what I was told, and what I did to get it, basically you pack-a-punch the gun, and then you just go on a headshot spree. You will eventually complete this. I'm sure at some point they're going to actually fix this description and make it make sense, or there's going to be more, you know, defined way to do this. But if you guys just pack a punch it and go for headshots, you will get this camo done. That's pretty much all there is to it when it comes to the gold camo. And in this video, we're going to be going over the fastest way possible to get your 10 elite kills per game, because this can be done very quickly if you know what you're doing. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be covering the mimics. The easiest way to kill the mimics is to visit infested strongholds. So no matter where you spawn, you're pretty much always going to have some by you. I do recommend, if you guys have a weak gun, to pack-a-punch first before doing a lot of this, but you can easily kill a mimic with a non-pack-a-punch gun. It's not that bad. They're pretty weak. The bosses are pretty weak early on, especially if they're not bountied. Bosses get way stronger when they're bountied, so the mimics are very easy to take out right at the start of the game. But for those of you guys that don't know how the mimics work, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to join the game, you're going to want to go to an infested stronghold, and you're going to want to clear the entire building. The more you do this, the more custom you get to the buildings. They have basically static spawns in a lot of these buildings. For example, there's a building in the middle of the map where if there's an infested stronghold there, one of the mimics is always a self-revive. There's going to be a mimic every single time in these infested strongholds. And if you guys do have some gear and you want to get 2 of them at once, you go to a tier 2. Even if you're not super strong, the mimics go down very quick. And they don't do that much damage. You can kind of just tank them. It's not that bad, especially with the field upgrade that we run. It's really not that bad. If you have a decoy grenade, you throw that, all of the regular zombies will go chase it, and then you just pop the mimics and run away. You don't have to complete it. A lot of people think you have to complete the infested stronghold. You have to pop all the zits, but you really don't. You just run in, clear the entire building. Again, the more you do it, the better it'll be, because you'll understand where they can and can't be. So you're just going to run in there. Again, there'll be 2 in this building every single time. Trust me, if you can't find it, there is another one hiding. I promise. I used to not think so, but there are. And then you'll have infested strongholds like this one. They're always going to be on the roof at the start. So once you learn how the mimics behave, you'll be able to clear them way quicker. I believe it's this building or this building where they spawn on the roof as well. So as you're coming down, so like let's say you had one right here and one right here, you could kill the ones in this building, come to this little top area and just shoot them off the roof, and they'll come running towards you. So it's very straightforward, very simple, and that's pretty much all you need for the mimics. Like I said, do not finish the stronghold unless you want the loot, of course. If you guys are just starting zombies, it might not be a bad idea to finish, so you can get some crystals, so you can get some tools to upgrade your weapons. But that's pretty much it for the mimics. All right, now this is for Disciples and Manglers. So first things we're going to cover are... Oh, this guy just posed me. Hey, what's up, bro? All right. I don't know what that guy's doing, but what's up to that guy? What's up, Returns? If you see this video, what's up, bro? I don't know why he didn't say anything. He pulled up to me and shot me a couple times. Anyways, so this is for Manglers, and this is for Disciples as well. I know a lot of you guys are probably clicking on this video specifically for Disciplers, so that's what we're going to get into first. Your best methods for Disciplers is going to be the escort contracts, and it's going to be the Outlast contract. The Outlast contract is the god contract. This thing doesn't even spawn every game. That's how juicy it is. You can farm every boss with the Outlast contract. We're going to cover that in a second with a gameplay clip, but yeah, Also, for the escorts, there's an escort contract that spawns up here. Now, I haven't individually done this, so you're just going to have to take my word for it and my viewers' word from people that I trust. If you take an escort up here, or there's multiple spawns for escorts up here, but these can spawn up to 7 different bosses, or not 7 different bosses, but 7 bosses at once. I do have a trusted source that says that. Unfortunately, I haven't done it myself because I got this information right when I was finishing up my grind. So you basically want to be going for an escort up here, or you want to be going for a tier 2 escort in the city, or you want to be going for a tier 2 raid weapon stash. Now, if you guys are doing the Disciples, this is what you want to do. You want to do a tier 2 escort, or you want to be doing this tier 1 escort, specifically this one. I don't have any other information on other ones. Like, I don't know if these ones give you ones, whatever. And you also want to be doing this Outlast. If you guys want to clear Disciples as fast as possible, the Outlast right here, or there's a spawn like right here, are your go-to. This might be bugged, I'm not sure. But what you want to do is you want to start the Outlast contract, and you want to essentially get it up to 80 or 90%, and then get off the contract in the building. You want to just move out of the way a little bit so that it doesn't fill up the bar all the way. Bosses will swarm you. You will probably get, like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, you can kill up to 20 bosses per contract. I know that sounds insane. It might get patched, it might not, I really don't know. But I recommend taking advantage of this and getting your boss kills as soon as possible, because that is like finding Disciples is one of the hardest things to do for this challenge. Now, I know there's like some church spot you can go to. I'm not going to cover that. I'm going to cover the things that are going to get you the most kills possible. So pop this Outlast. I'm going to show you some in-game footage, and then also pop the escorts, because this Outlast contract isn't going to be here every game. I noticed they're only here like every other game or every third game. It's really weird. You want to do these though, and you do not want to finish the contract. You can farm them forever. It's unbelievable. So yeah, that's basically for the Disciples. Now, if you are doing Manglers, escorts and raid weapon stashes are your best go-to. You can also do these zombies are throwing stuff at me. You can also do the Outlast for Manglers as well. Like, it's very simple. The same thing. You're just going to get a ton of boss kills. Mainly the satellite is for the Serpentine grind, where you have to kill 10 bosses with each gun in the entire game. So that's what you're mainly going to be doing for Serpentine. You're going to be scanning for the Outlast contract. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it for the bosses, aside from the random locations they can spawn. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know every location they can spawn in, but the ones that I checked, so basically, if I'm going from contract to contract, you want to be efficient. So if you're in a car, obviously take your car, but you want to be checking certain spots. Now, they can just be anywhere, but the spots where I've noticed bosses can be pretty often are this little courtyard right here. You can get bosses. You can get bosses in the soccer field right here, or, you know, don't be mad, EU. Okay, I'm calling it a soccer field. I'm giving you a guide, all right? You don't need to complain about it. Anyways, or this parking lot right here, you can find bosses pretty often. This building right here, you can get bosses pretty often. And then up here, you can get bosses pretty often. That's pretty much all you really need to know for the bosses, which is a big part of the grind. Most of the grind is just killing 250 people in the exfils, and then you're done. Okay, so I'm gonna have Alistair speed this up because I'm not gonna show it. I also can't play audio because I'm listening to music while doing this. I'm not psycho. I wasn't doing this in the quiet. Obviously, I was streaming. I'm just talking over this now. So I'm sorry the quality's a little bit bad, but I want to show you guys this footage because I'm afraid a lot of you guys probably won't believe me. But yeah, you just want to start the contract, and you want to, I mean, I'm just gonna let it play out. You will see exactly what you need to do. This is the satellite contract that I'm talking about. It is unbelievable just how strong this is. So I'm going to have Alistair speed up through this, and that's basically all we're going to do. Thank you guys for watching. And that's pretty much all there really is to this grind. It's very simple. It's very grindy. A lot of it is very easy to do stuff, but it's very, very grindy. So there you go, guys. Hopefully this helped you in some shape or form. I'm going to be chilling until the new game or the new map drops for Warzone, as you guys already know. Shout out to everybody new who's subbing. I know a lot of you guys are subbing because of these guides. Again, I'm not really a huge multiplayer guy, but I try to do fun Warzone content. I try to do off-meta stuff. I go for world records all the time. But shout out to everybody who's showing love on the videos, and hopefully you guys all have a good day. Peace.